We're just about to get started with chipping today, but one of the most important parts of getting a practice session going is to get physically and mentally alert and warmed up. So we're going to do a few simple activities. I'd like to start with balance. Now, raising your right leg, just kick back and forth very easy at the beginning. Slowly increase the height and the speed of your kick. Same leg, now take it across in front of your body, both sides. All this while, we're working on balance and strengthening our lead leg, if that's a right-hand golfer. We're going to take the club and go right down our back over our head in front of our chest, and do this 3 or 4 times. We're going to place the shaft against your shoulder blades below your neck and get into a golf posture with your feet shoulder width. Keeping your balance, we're going to do a slow back swing, 90 degrees, and then move into a finish position right up on the toe of our trail leg. This last exercise is called karaoke. It's a little bit more dynamic. It's designed to get your heart pumping and your blood flowing a little bit more. I'll go first. Darko, you follow second. Let's go right across, okay? In front, behind, front, behind, front, behind. All right, we're just about to get into the crux of today's lesson, chipping and technique. Before we do it, there's some really key components to chipping. The first one is being able to picture the shot or visualize. And what we're going to do is throw the ball and try to land it on the towel that we see in front of us to give us an idea of how much time the ball spends in the air versus bounce versus roll to the target. I'll demonstrate with an underhand throw, land on the towel, and just run it up to the hole like that. Okay? You guys want to try that out? Okay, good. Second part, after we've visualized the shot, we want to choose the club with an appropriate amount of loft to suit the conditions and the shot that we're playing here. So we've chosen an 8-iron for this. It's called a bump and run or a chip and run shot. So if you'll get into your stations, setup keys on this shot. Weight is balanced and stable on our front foot. To do that, you can just slightly raise the heel of your back foot, your trail leg, to ensure that you're balanced on your front side, okay? Choke down on the club. Now the ball is a little bit closer to you. We have alignment rods to start with this drill. And we want the swing to be very shallow, a shallow angle of attack where the bounce of the club just grazes the ground. There should not be divots taken on this. It should be very shallow in the takeaway, shallow at impact, shallow on the exit or the follow-through side. Okay, I'll step out of the way. Why don't you guys try a few of those shots? Lincoln, your balance on your front leg looks really strong. Those exercises are helping. And Darko, I like the way you're holding your finish. Looks like a lot of control there. Okay, very good, you guys. Great start. Right. So the feedback that I'm gathering from the shots so far, the ball flight has been flying nice and low like we've worked on. It's landing very close or on the towel, which is our landing area. The ball's releasing. I'm seeing some really nice results up there by the hole. So you guys are off to a great start. The second and last technique point I'd like to work on is we're gripping down on the club. We've got stability and balance in our lead leg. And I'd like you now with your shallow swing to hold the finish with the shaft of the club going right past the lead side of your body. It's really important to keep the grip or handle of the club and the shaft and the club head and your arms all moving past your body at the same rate of acceleration, and to hold the club in strong finish position until the ball stops rolling. Okay? That helps us control the acceleration of the club. If we're in control of the club, we're then in control of the ball. Okay? So let's try a few more shots. Shallow angle of attack after you've set up, and just hold the finish. Super looking swing there, Darko. And great result up by the flag. You too, Will. If you guys could come over for a second, I just want to show you one other application for this shot. You've been playing from the fairway height, which is great for a shallow angle of attack. Sometimes your ball will come into the longer grass or the rough, and it'll sit up on top of the grass. if you get steep on this shot and come down with a steep angle of attack, the ball can get contacted high in the club face. You don't get the solid contact, and it throws off your distance control. So the ball is sitting fairly nice. I'll just review my setup keys: choking down, weight balanced on the front, ball position just left of my center since I'm a right-hand golfer. I'm going to take the club back low and hold the finish. And just let the ball run out, okay? We're going to transition from block practice, which you've been doing, a lot of repetition from a setup station, and we're going to move into more of a game type situation. I'm going to give you a sleeve of Titleist Pro V1 balls each. We're going to do 3 shots to the target, and I'm going to vary the target a little bit, right side, left side, beyond, or in front. So if you could please move your alignment rods. So this type of practice now is going to engage your thinking into more of a game situation. So place the ball in a decent lie. The first shot that we're going to hit, I'd like you to aim a little to the left side of the flag. Visualize your shot like we were doing before. Think about your setup cues, shallow angle of attack, and hold the finish. And go ahead and see if you can get the ball to the left side of the flag as close as possible. Great contact, Darko. Okay, how did that work, guys? Yeah, I noticed great form there. Everybody was holding their finish. I heard good, solid contact, no divots, balls by the target. Okay, all right, guys, that was a really good session. Really impressed by how crisp you were hitting the ball and the consistency of the results. Maybe you could tell me if you learned anything today or take anything away from today that you can apply in your practice and also take onto the golf course in a game. Darko? I noticed there's no divots where you were hitting, so I know you're doing great there. So good balance, good shallow angle of attack. Guys, that was great. I hope you can take this into a game situation, and eventually with club championships coming up, you've got some new shots to help you score and get better results with your golf. Thanks so much for today. Good job. Okay.